Hi, and thanks so much for stopping by my YouTube channel. I ended last month's update saying maybe there would be more positive updates on supply chain issues this coming month, May. I'm sorry this is almost the middle of the month. I had an opportunity to have a couple of weeks holiday down in Tasmania, so sorry about that. This got a little bit delayed. But look, there are changes. We know there's manufacturing shortages across the world still. We know that for some of the manufacturers like Ubiquiti, there are 50 to 70 weeks. Yeah, they're 50 to 70 weeks delay on them getting the raw materials that they need. And we know the same for Ruckus and a few others. So what we're seeing, people say to me, please Paul, can you give me some sort of idea of what you're seeing in the market as a general trend? What we're seeing is we're seeing manufacturers back newer products that they can get a supply for. And we're seeing them therefore bring out newer models. So they may be saying, well, we can't buy this older model anymore, but you can now buy this newer version. Obviously, there's a price increase because of all the manufacturing costs that have gone up, but they're bringing or they're hedging their bets on newer products. So let's just run through a few. So Ubiquiti, what do we see with Ubiquiti? I've heard word that for certainly a while, maybe to August, September, we're going to see Ubiquiti just concentrating on their second generation and their new equipment. So let's have a look. So we're talking about the USW switches. We're starting to see those come a little bit more into availability. We're certainly seeing a lot in the wireless 6 side of things. We've got the wireless 6 Lite, the wireless 6 long range, the wireless 6 Pro. We've seen getting close to coming out of early release the wireless 6 in-wall. There is a wireless 6 extender. Should have a box opening on that hopefully later this week or next week after I've recorded this, give you an idea there's something there. So we are seeing some of the newer products get better traction. We are though seeing issues still. Very few AC lights, really difficult to get AC long range. AC Pro has almost disappeared completely, and the Nano HD is probably the best seller for that moving forward. If you're after some of those Gen 1 switches, the US-8s, like the 60 watt, the 150 watt, the 16 port 150 watt, the US 24 port, all of those are being backboilered by Ubiquiti. So we're not really going to see those very much come around. Now, I did say, hey, the UDM special edition, that's probably going to be a while coming. I predicted somewhere around about September. We're actually starting to see that now. Ubiquiti again going, look, we're going to back our newer products. So the special edition you should find around for purchase. Certainly towards the end of May should come regular for where we're based here in Australia, and you should be able to purchase that. The U6 mesh, we've got a box opening of that very shortly coming up. You will be able to get plenty of those hopefully in Australia here towards the end of May. That should be in general circulation, and I would think by June, July we should start seeing, or late June, early July, we should start seeing more regular supply of those type of new products. On the Ruckus front, Ruckus, as you know, talked about that last month. Again, probably into 2023, we are seeing some new wireless access points on the horizon that are wireless 6, the next edition, a wireless 6E I think it is. So again, they're jumping the chipset side of things and backing the ability to provide based on newer chipsets. Again, really difficult on most of the Ruckus range. Cambium, again, small hit and miss, but generally available. And what are the ones that we have got that I've seen pushing around in the marketplace? Obviously, Grandstream have still got some stuff happening there. TP-Link with their Armada range, which realistically, if you're used to Ubiquiti, the cloud controller, the controller for Armada is pretty much identical, and many people have commented on that. They have got a fairly good supply. Look around, you should be able to find those fairly readily. Obviously, the switches, again, with every manufacturer, they have the issue with the PoE version, so we're going to have some shortages there in the TP-Link side of things. Let's have a look at a few of our other vendors. Sophos, those lower end ranges, those are still struggling, but you should be able to find them. There's a little bit more coverage, especially here in Australia. There's been a change in distributors, and so there is a little bit of greater stock holding here. WatchGuard continue to be pretty steady. A little bit of a supply issue there still with their wireless access points, But again, if you're looking for a wired firewall, then you should be pretty good with around about a 2-week lead time. Fortinet, similar type of thing, 2 to 3 weeks. Are seeing some of those more units that when we move away from the 40F and the 60F range, that we are still push those out to maybe 6 weeks or so. So do think about your delivery time. Meraki probably fit in a similar bracket to Ruckus. You know, several months delivery time on those is not unheard of. So do allow yourself time. SonicWall, generally 2 to 3 weeks is fairly good and simple delivery time from them. So we are starting to see a change happen in the marketplace. And I want to just encourage you, plan ahead if you can. We're coming up to the end of financial year here in Australia. Obviously there are quite a lot of government incentives around at the moment, but you are going to need to think ahead. Whichever company you're purchasing those from, do think ahead to your lead time and your project time, and maybe this is a great time to make that end of year purchase, knowing that maybe you won't see that till August or September. Hopefully that gives you a really quick roundup this month to say stock supply chain is changing. It is slowly improving, but we are going to see more of the newer products hit the marketplace than we're going to see some of the stock stuff that was around before. Do look in the comments below and we will contact you. We are announcing our winner there in the comments below to the person who won $500 of Amazon vouchers this month. We do have some new products coming up. Like I said, we've got box openings, we've got some new Ubiquiti products, the USB console, the USB switch, the USB router, we've got the U6 wireless, we've got the G4 Instant, that we've got a review coming up for as well, and the new Ubiquiti AI camera. We've got some stuff from TP-Link, a number of the access points and switches from the Armada range, and Aruba have got a switch on the way from America for me to review as well. So we'll let you see that as soon as it arrives. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of roundup. Congratulations to our winner this month. Again, in this month of May, we will still be announcing a new winner at the end of May for this month's competition. Again, we're probably going to give away $500 of Amazon vouchers. So if that's for you, let's get you subscribing to the channel. Let's get you sharing it, commenting. I'm going to look for all of those things and enter you into the draw at the end of the month. I hope you find this useful. I love doing these updates. I love doing the box openings. It's part of my passion of being in the IT industry for the last 25 years or so, sort of a passion that I like to do outside of my working hours, and I'd love to reward you for it. So do share it around and be part of this YouTube channel, but hopefully find it useful. And that's just a really quick and delayed update for May.